I have a whole different mindset this morning, and I'm going to live this day as if it were my last. And if I have another day, I'm going to live that day as if it were my last. That may sound morbid, but it isn't. It's just reality because it could be my last. And I want to make the most of every moment. In order to do that, I have to stay totally focused and be totally alert, totally aware. And at the same time, I have to have complete acceptance of whatever he's going to send me this day because I have no idea at this point. I know that at this moment, I'm making a video, and it could be my last video. It's up to him. So I want to make it a good video. I want to make it a helpful and encouraging video. Nothing I say is out of discouragement. It's actually out of great hope. Looking forward because I'm just not attached to this world at all. Now, I am attached a little bit to the idea of security, having a roof over my head. It's pretty cold outside right now, even here in Alabama. Um, that's true, I am. But I know that if that gets taken away, he'll be with me. So it's perfect trust now. In some respects, it's almost like we're in a spiritual prisoner of war camp because I'm being frank, the evil ones, for the time being, have control of this planet. It must be obvious. I say for the time being. And the Father is allowing them to torment us, really, on some levels, and make our lives very difficult as a refining process. Yes, I emphasize that. We are going through a refining process. He is making us into his completely obedient servants and even warriors. So we have to cooperate, and that involves a great deal of acceptance, giving up of ego, of self will, and our own personal wishes, and allowing whatever comes that he sends to come. And here's the key: if it's not sin, if you are not willfully sinning, whatever he sends you, even temptations, is his will for you this day. We have chosen to live in his divine will, and that is an awesome thing because that's how he'll be able to use us. We're like putty in his hands. We're like sometimes I feel like a rag doll. And then here's the amazing thing: sometimes I feel like he's even conditioning my body because the aches and pains, and I see it changing. Even isn't that kind of strange? But I do, and and I have to work with that too. Like I have to work on strengthening my legs as much as I can because I'm not able to use them at the present time. But bottom line is the mindset is letting go of my will and letting him be in charge and trusting in his plan for my life. Literally, not hanging on, not saying, "Well, okay, I'm gonna trust you," but I still have this idea about how it should be or how it's gonna go. I'm absolutely convinced that we are in the final stages and that it's all really, like I mentioned yesterday, has begun. I have not changed or wavered on that. Once again, though, we do not know his time frame for everything. Just because something has begun, it could go on for a while. But I do also think it's going to start being more and more obvious. We're going to see him at work. Just as we're seeing evil at work now, we're going to see his powerful hand revealing things, exposing the evil, bringing to the light these fiends who are hiding in the shadows, these wicked men who are destroying his work. You can, I mean, just as a human being, can you imagine, someone taking your work and just your masterpiece, and ripping it to pieces? How would you react? That's what they're doing with this, tampering with his masterpiece. And he's God. You can imagine his wrath. One day at a time, not even that, 1 hour at a time, 1 moment at a time, one prayer at a time.